Hey everybody, the scammers are getting more and more sophisticated with each passing day, and I stumbled upon another scam attempt that I wanted to bring to your attention. Hopefully it gets your radar up too. And what they're doing is they're going into the comment sections of social media and they are leaving comments and providing information, first, middle, last name of an advisor who has helped them out tremendously. Glowing review. And what happens is when you go and Google that advisor's name, what happens is you will find a site that is probably listed first on Google, and it'll have all the advisor's information on there. And the site looks legit. They're getting much more sophisticated. If you're not in the financial industry, you probably wouldn't spot some of the red flags that maybe other advisors would see. So they're getting really good at it. The deal is that when you look at that site, you will be directed potentially to the CFP board website, the Certified Financial Board of Standards, if the person is a CFP. And you'll search their name up, and sure enough, that name pops up. Well, it turns out it's a legit name. It's a legit advisor. It's a real advisor, but the people that are behind the site are impersonating that advisor. And you'll even do some more due diligence and go to FINRA Broker Check, where you can look up an advisor's disciplinary history. Have they been in trouble before? Have they, have they done things wrong in the past? And that way you can kind of check and make sure that you're working with someone who is a reputable advisor. And they're going to have a clean disciplinary history. So you've looked at two different independent sources with this person's name. They've got a website, you're feeling pretty comfortable, and now you contact them via email through the website, and you are in fact communicating with someone who is impersonating a real advisor. And this happened last week. I found it in the comment section of one of the YouTube videos that I made, and unfortunately, the site looked legit. I was poking around and realized pretty quickly that something was off, but I can't imagine that if you're a general investor or a member of the investing public and outside of the financial services industry that you would see anything wrong with the website. So even if you do some due diligence, you are potentially going to be communicating with someone who is not the real Joe Schmo advisor, right? And so they're getting really sophisticated. Just be careful. Some of the things that you can do to maybe protect yourself a little bit more is you can take it a step further and find out the firm that they work with. So usually they're going to be listing advisors that work with national name brand firms, right? So that way, when you look at their site, you can think, okay, hey, this is a legit person, name brand national firm. They've got a clean record on FINRA Broker Check. Looked them up on the CFP board website. Everything looks great. What you need to do by taking it a step further than that is you need to get outside of whatever initial site you're looking at and go to the company website, if they're, whatever firm they work with, and then contact them through that channel. Okay, that's number one. Number two is you can look and see if that person has other profiles or other links that are showing up on Google, and you can check it out on a LinkedIn profile or some other type of site and look for discrepancies in contact information. Is it a different phone number? Is it a different email address? Is it a different, does the firm not have any real representation on the site that you're looking at? There's a lot of things that you can do, but unfortunately, the first two which sound like you're doing due diligence, unfortunately aren't going to get you anywhere with the scammers now. So you've got to be extra careful. A personal referral from someone you know, that's going to be helpful. Obviously, that's not always going to be the case, but you've got to view every website that you're directed to, especially if it's random social media comments. You've got to really, look at it with an eye of suspicion, have your radar up and make sure, because it's real. There are people that have lost their life savings through scams just like this. So you've got to be careful out there. Let me know in the comment sections if you've run across this or had any experience with it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks so much.